so PCE and jobless claim reports are out. We still have PMI today. We have some Fed speaking at around 11 a.m., 10:50 and 11 a.m. And what happened just now, if you were not watching, is that we have failed to break below the balance area that we've had for a while. And we ripped higher. I'm pulling the chart. So this was my my level where we caught a few bounces and we were having trouble getting below this. This had been the area that I was talking about. So even though we traded around here throughout the overnight, we just ripped how many points? Like 30 something points. And we went through this low volume area which had been providing some resistance. So now we came back to this high volume area and we're likely to keep going at least to this level 108. There's a little bit of high volume here at 110. So that's what I'm looking for today. If buyers keep pushing and we can get above this low volume area, which was, if you can see this day, we had a double distribution. So if we can get above this, then we're gonna probably tag this 51.18 and then attempt to make new highs. And I still have this target here, 41.44. Let's see if we can get there. Might be a big move if we get there, but it will be a big move if we get there. But it might not happen today. Today is the last day of the month. So we'll see what happens. Initially, what I'm going to be looking for is a little bit of a pullback into at least this. Oh shoot! Sorry, move my the wrong screen. A little bit of a pullback into this area, at least, to see if this holds. If this doesn't hold, then we're going to be trading it, because this is a double distribution, right? So we're going to be trading in this lower distribution, and the target, if we come back inside below 92 and hold below 92, I'm going to be looking for 50.86, which is this high volume area right here. And then there's going to be some support in this area. So it might happen that either we balance in here or we bounce, come back up. When we have double distribution, sometimes what happens is that the market tries to decide, okay, which one is fair value, which one is where prices are being accepted. Is it the top distribution, is it bottom distribution? So we go back and forth, right? So keep that in mind on when you see, if you see getting choppy like that the market cannot decide. That's the reason. It's because it's trying to decide, okay, are we accepting prices up here or accepting prices down here? So anyway, so I'll be looking for some support here and then move higher into this area, try to break here, get to 18 and then make new highs. If we come back in here and then we revisit the 5-day point of control at 50.78 and we cannot hold it, then I'll be looking for this area to finally break, because we tried it 1, 2, 3, I think 4 or 5 times to break and we couldn't. So if we come back below it, then it's likely that it's gonna break and then we're gonna flush into this area, the 50.43. But other than that, this market is still pretty bullish, and I don't see signs of strong sellers yet. And NQ, let's see if NQ, which is it was very weak according to Carl yesterday. It was very weak. It was looking very weak, and same thing. We tried getting below this area, couldn't get lower. We came back right into the 20-day point of control at 18,015 right now. So yesterday I had mentioned that we had a bullish imbalance, so I'm still looking for a move into this area to correct the imbalance. And the longer we hold above this 20-day point of control, the higher the chances are that we're gonna start taking these highs and get to make new highs in NQ. So same thing, now I'm gonna be looking at this area as minor support. So I'm gonna mark it here. So this area I'm gonna be looking for to see if it holds. And if it holds and this holds, then I'm gonna be looking for higher prices. And if it doesn't, then I would be looking for move back towards the 17,900s. And then we have crude oil. Hold on one second. Crude oil, so crude yesterday made a big move higher. Then there was news. It didn't quite get to my target. It got to 79.60 something. I was trailing it and I moved my stop. I took a few points on that move, but I didn't get the full move that I was hoping for. And then we came back below the 78.50 and then came back to this high volume area, which I mentioned that if we fail to break, we're gonna come here. So now it tried to break above again, but it's having a hard time. So we're still trading in this range. So if we cannot move higher, then there's a high probabilities that we're gonna revisit the low side of the range again to find buyers, to find inventory, and then maybe move back up. But the range is still the same between 76.60 and 78.80 now. That's the range that we're trading at, and the point of control is at 77.60. I think that's about it. Remember, what was the news yesterday on crude? I think it was just inventory, crude inventory, and there was also some stuff about OPEC. I think I wasn't paying too much attention, but yeah, I mentioned it earlier, there's 945 Chicago PMI, then pending home sales at 10, pending homes index, then Fed speaking at 10:50, and also tomorrow we have PMI and Michigan sentiment, so we still have some room for things to get a little choppy and weird. And then the other thing that you need to remember is that next week we're gonna start the rollover. So things are gonna get choppy and interesting, and the new contract, just so you know, we're gonna have a rollover gap, and it's gonna be about a 60-point gap. So the new contract's gonna be opening around 51.60, around something like that. I mean, it's trading now at 51.60. We'll see what happens in a couple of weeks. free money. All right, so remember when we have PMI at 945, the open gets a little choppy. So so far, I'm gonna be still looking for this move higher, and then we'll see what happens after 945. All right, good luck.